Hello and welcome. So, August is already over again. Damn. And there is a lot of new stuff in the Windows developer world. From publishing new PWA apps for free to a new amazing crop and lock utility in Microsoft PowerToys, there is a lot to cover. So, let's start. The first preview of Visual Studio 17.8 got released, and it has some nice new changes. For instance, you can now add reviewers to your pull request directly in Visual Studio. Another cool new feature that I find especially nice is that you can now preserve the letter case when search and replacing in Visual Studio. So when you want to, for example, replace several foo bars with bar foo, but they all have different casing, you can now check this button and they will preserve. Of course, there are a bunch of other new features and a lot of bug fixes, but these two were definitely my highlights. Another Visual Studio preview feature, which is currently only accessible via an extension, is image preview. When you hover over an image, you can get this neat little preview of the image right in Visual Studio. It's quite cool and I can't wait to have it in the stable version of Visual Studio. A link to this extension and links to all the news articles mentioned in this video are of course in the description. I definitely recommend checking out this extension. As last thing in this section, a rather unexpected announcement: Visual Studio for Mac will be retired. It will still receive platform and bug fixes until August 31st, 2024, but after that it will be completely retired. As a reason is stated that the Visual Studio team wants to focus on Visual Studio for PC and Visual Studio Code. And as alternative, they recommend the new C# and .NET MAUI extensions for Visual Studio Code. Speaking of Visual Studio Code, version 1.18 got released at the beginning of this month. It includes a good set of new features, my highlight definitely being profiles. These profiles allow you to save custom settings to them, extensions, custom snippets, and much more, so you can easily switch between them without having to have another instance of Visual Studio Code installed. The PowerToys team released version 0.72 with a greatly reduced install space. It used 1.15 GB of disk space before, and now it only uses 785 MB of disk space. This version also has a new value generator plugin built into PowerToys Run. It allows you to generate SHA-1 hashes, MD5 hashes, etc. It also allows you to generate GUIDs directly from the PowerToys Run window. A list of the possible values that can be generated can be found now on the display. Pause the video if you want to read the whole thing. Oh, well, what does the spotlight mean? No, I don't need the spotlight. But speaking of spotlight, a highly requested feature for PowerToys got implemented. You can now permanently track your mouse with the spotlight, which can be useful for presentation. Just check this in the settings and you will be good to go. And on the last day of this month, PowerToys team released version 0.73. It includes a new crop and lock utility. It allows you to select an area of a window and then only this area will be displayed. It will be also still interactable. Another product that got an update from the Windows for Developers team is DevHome. Version 0.4 doesn't have a lot of new features, but it has a fair amount of bug fixes. One little thing worth mentioning is that DevHome now displays if you run it as administrator or if you're running it as a normal standard user. Two little announcement for Microsoft Store publishers. You can now publish your app to the AI Hub of the Windows Store. This AI Hub presents all the apps in the Microsoft Store that use AI to work. The second thing is that Microsoft started a campaign that you can publish your PWA app for free to the Microsoft Store. So you don't have to pay any fees for the Microsoft Partner Center. You will get the access to the Partner Center for free. The only thing you have to do that is publish your app via the PWA builder. So this is it. If you like this new format of mine, please leave a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss the next episode. If I missed something or you have a suggestion, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next video.